Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Paradoxic, and we are back with more reactions for Marvel's What If. This time we are on to episode number 7 of the season. Um, I didn't manage to catch this last week when it was first released last week. I didn't actually manage to catch it because since like last weekend, I've just been once again thrown into the worst kind of possible health conditions. Just been ill, just coughing, sneezing, running like my nose, and just everything just felt blah since Saturday and everything. I didn't really get the chance to catch it directly on the Friday, so I thought, okay, maybe I might leave it to the weekend and just add it to the list of shows I'm already trying to catch up on. And then my body was like, nah, we're not really gonna let you do that. We have other plans, so you're just gonna have to skip everything else and do what we say. So I did. So I spent pretty much every day since Saturday, just just feeling blah, just resting as best I could, and everything. So yeah, now I'm finally kind of halfway along the road to recovery and feeling just about well enough to actually record some new stuff again. And I actually have a bunch of stuff to record, which is anything new, because either I'm ill or I just kind of don't manage to record everything I want to record all in one day. So then stuff just keeps kind of getting piled up for different days and different weekends and everything, so it's really nothing new. But yeah, I mean, if my voice sounds different, if my just anything sounds different, then that's why. So yeah, it's great, it's great. But yeah, I'm finally back into it. So episode number 7 of What If. Last time, episode number 6, we had What If Killmonger rescued Tony. We had What If Killmonger rescued Tony Stark, and it showed Killmonger actually kind of hijacking plans from within the Ten Rings to uncover Tony's assassination, and then he saved Tony, and then he outed Obadiah as a conspirator with the Ten Rings and everything, and he got him kicked out. And then he kind of worked his way up the totem pole of power and resources, and he built drones, and he found Wakanda, and he handed over Ulysses Claw as expected, but then he killed Rhodes, then he killed T'Challa, when T'Challa was a Black Panther, and then he killed Tony as well. And once Tony found out about Killmonger killing Rhodes and T'Challa behind the scenes, he killed Tony as well, and then that happened, and then I think Claw is the one kind of canon, kind of like already kind of pre-established kind of death that he kind of orchestrated, and then he handed over Claw to Wakanda, and then found his way back home, and then he actually worked with the Wakandans to take down the drones that he helped build with Tony for the U.S. military and everything. So it was a whole kind of trip of different kind of trade-offs and different kind of twists and turns and all these different things. So it was a relatively fun episode, but I didn't really kind of have like that much coming out of it. So it was what it was, and it was fun. It was fun. And I think the episode actually ended with Shuri having uncovered everything too, like with Shuri being the genius and tech whiz that she is. She also uncovered not only that, but then she also uncovered the truth behind Killmonger killing Tony, and actually just uncovered everything. So then she offered to team up with Pepper try and take Killmonger down for the sake of Wakanda and the US. So again, just leaving many more, just joining the episode, just joining the list of episodes ended on kind of open cliffhangers and open endings and everything. So that's cool. But we had that. So yeah, it was a fun episode in that sense, and it was a good like some really great kind of reanimated stuff and some great kind of shots kind of put in here and there with like another view into the ancestral plane, but with this time seeing T'Challa himself as like an actual deceased kind of ancestor to the Black Panther mantle, and him giving Killmonger a great speech and everything, so it was fun in that regard. But yeah, besides from that, not really got much else to say about that one. So going on down to episode 7 now. But yeah, so that was that was episode number 6 of What If. So on to episode 7, on to the reaction. So this one, as you guys all know by now, this one will just be the fair use version with the highlights and the best bits of the episode. But if you guys want the full-length version, then that one will be over on Patreon, so you can go check that over there. That'll be just as much fun. But yeah, on to Marvel What If, Season 1, Episode 7. Let's go. Chris Hemsworth, Thor, Natalie Portman, okay, Tom Hiddleston, okay, Kat Dennings, everyone, okay, Samuel Jackson, Jeff Goldblum, Kobe Smulders, Clark Gregg. Okay, this is going to be a Thor one then, a Thor and a S.H.I.E.L.D. one, Karen Gillan as well, so Nebula, Seth Green, okay, I think he actually did voice someone before, okay, this is going to be like a Thor and S.H.I.E.L.D. mixed one, okay, that's interesting, There, everyone's coming back for this. I think it's gonna be like the Grandmaster 2 with Jeff Goldblum. Yeah. Oh, oh. That's much further away.
The invasion has begun.
That's much further away. Las Vegas. Oh, looks to end up kind of more. You know, yeah. Las Vegas.
For the party prince.
Oh boy, what's this? The Party Prince? Oh, okay.
Battles won or lost. A brotherhood so strong and pivotal, it would change the fate of a universe. Their childhood taught Thor many lessons.
Yeah.
But in another universe,
That's one way of
instead
putting
of
it.
raising the Jotunheim prince without his trickster
Oh,
brother to
they
keep
never
him,
took
let's
him
say,
in.
lively, Thor grew into a very different prince.
So Thor was essentially like, he was an only child then. Ah, damn, Loki stands gonna be pissed off.
Read up on the 9 realms that you will one day rule.
Of course, mother.
No parties.
Of course, mother.
Remember, Heimdall will be watching.
Oh, those watchful eyes.
You can't be serious.
Behave.
Oh, Heimdall, there you are. Just off to study. Books won't read themselves.
Oh god. Imagine Heimdall watching you study. I don't think anyone would ever fail exams again. So Thor is essentially, he's a party child. So without Loki, he grows up a much more active, much more spontaneous and flamboyant prince. Oh, even Scourge. I think Scourge was the name, right? Even Scourge. Oh, damn. Yeah, he was just like a janitor last time anyway, so yeah, I even brought him. Yeah, oh, Jesus. Yeah, the Outer Space Prince Charming. Outer Space Prince Charming.
Expected him to look more like...
Like what, E.T.? Unless like a Hottie McScotty, Beach Buddy Ken, old school Abercrombie catalog?
No matter what universe he's in, everyone will always see Thor as hot. Yeah, no matter what universe.
I don't know, that guy. He looks like a loser.
Howard the Duck. Oh boy, Howard the Duck. Yeah.
Completely unprepared for whatever happens next.
Oh, do me.
Oh, even the Skrulls are here. Oh, the Skrulls are here. So he's like an Asgardian Tony Stark then. He's like an Asgardian Tony Stark. I just clocked that. He's like an Asgardian Tony Stark.
Is it the Norse god of thunder?
I don't know anything about horse gods, but I do know how to bring the thunder.
Yeah, the thunder from down under.
Moving on. 18 months ago, Alpha Star Icarus died. I happen to be an astrophysicist with multiple PhDs.
You know, it would take a whole team of Asgardians to create such a thing. You must be a genius. You are a genius.
And he's still just in awe of Jane. He's still in awe of Jane, yeah.
Do all geniuses have such deep, dark eyes? It's like watching the birth of 2 stars on the edge of the galaxy.
Oh, he is a charmer. He's still a charmer.
Half-price nachos.
Okay, fine, Duck. But this is not a date.
Oh, jeez. Darcy and Howard and Thor and Jane. Talk about a double date, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Grandmaster's a DJ now. Yeah, oh, and she's back. Even she's back, yeah. Oh, God. Would we see Valkyrie here? Would we see Valkyrie here then? Nebula and Korg? Drax. Valkyrie! Valkyrie was there. Valkyrie was there. I'm sorry, they got a Vegas marriage. They had a Vegas wedding. Darcy and Howard the Duck had a Vegas wedding. She got a landline on Asgard. Wait, is this Asgard? Is it Asgard or is it still a...
Jane Foster.
Oh, it's... Oh, no, this must be a... No, I was about to say, did they really get like a... Rocket Raccoon? Just... Wait.
Yes?
Oh, wait, they must be still on that. So everyone's on it. Everyone's on it. Ew! Ew! Oh, boy.
Wait.
Before someone gets hurt, I need more cannons.
Oh. Oh, is Fury okay?
He's still unconscious.
Oh, he's unconscious. Oh, he was knocked out unconscious by Cool.
Friend.
Director, the party atmosphere seems to be spreading. Canada, Mongolia, even Pennsylvania Dutch country.
This isn't S.H.I.E.L.'s first alien rodeo.
Ah, Captain Marvel!
My dad
Captain
has
Marvel!
one. He's a podiatrist. Wait, are you guys calling a podiatrist?
Wait, they're gonna call down Captain Marvel to deal with... Are they gonna?
It's
Oh,
done.
wait. Are they gonna have Captain Marvel fighting Thor?
Did it happen?
Is that gonna happen?
Cream on top.
The women from Guardians 2, yeah, the Golden Girls, quite literally.
Son of a witch, Thor, Odin's son?
Oh boy,
What did you say?
Loki,
Vandal.
Frost Giant Loki.
But ugly popsicle stick.
Oh good god, Frost Giant Loki, and he still has still going with the ice crown,
Bring it on in.
I can't believe you came, Loki. You are the absolute best.
You're my brother from another mother, man.
Oh Jesus, okay. Oh, they still. So even separated, they still have a bond. Yeah, Carol's coming. Carol Danvers is incoming. Oh boy.
It'll ruin the magic.
You wish someone come down and kick Thor's ass? Because Carol's about to. Yeah.
Hey, White Snake. We need to chat.
Oh god.
Clean up this mess and leave this planet.
They didn't get
I
Brie
like it
back.
here.
They didn't
Everyone
get
likes
Brie
me.
back.
We're having a
Makes
great
sense they
time.
didn't get her
So you
name in the
showed up.
titles. Yeah.
Party's over, pal.
How about you just buzz off?
That's not an option, Thor. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Be glad she didn't use her photon blast on you yet.
I wasn't asking, hotshot.
Oh, she looks so good.
This one's for Fury.
Oh yeah, because he's unconscious thanks to your rocky friend.
Now for the rest.
Wowza. Oh, Mjolnir. Oh, Mjolnir. Oh. Can she pick it up though? Well, I don't. This wouldn't have the same the same thing. This would be anyone could pick this up. Anyone could pick this up. Oh.
Get it?
Oh, jeez. Oh, wow, he knocked her all the way to the UK, all the way to Stonehenge, Oh, damn, oh yeah, don't break Stonehenge, the news will never hear the end of it.
I don't know what these are. No one does. But no, I said no. Stop.
Oh, but I just have to do a little boop.
Is it how you booped Stonehenge? Wow. God, now the UK is gonna hate aliens forever. Oh, Jesus. Oh boy, oh yeah, oh god. Oh, so knocking him from the UK to... Back to America, I think, yeah. Oh, the Grand Canyon. These rocks you can knock over, free. Yeah. Oh god. Oh, this is so cool, ooh. Oh, this is so cool! Oh, lightning. Oh, it's just supercharging her. Oh, she's absorbing it. She's taking it. She's gonna go supernova. Oh my god. She's so powerful. Oh, that's such a cool shot. Yeah, thunder and cosmic energy colliding. Ooh.
Who are you?
Darcy, big fan. By the way, totally thought you were going to be a dude captain, but look at you.
No, that one's under the ice. That one is under the
If I
ice.
exert my full powers, I blow it.
Oh god. Loki.
Right.
Hello? Loki.
Too bad we can't call his mom.
Frigga. And a Heimdall.
He-Man.
So she knows all these names. She knows all of these names. Oh boy. Oh, sweet.
You know, I've got a crown too.
Oh god, sir.
Come on, let's see what turn up the heat on this night.
Oh god, search for the Statue of Liberty. Oh, that is oh god, search for liberty. Oh god.
Watch me slide down that pointy thing.
Oh, do you mean the Sydney Opera House? Is that the Sydney Opera House? It looks like the Sydney Opera House. So he's gone back to... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Heimdall. Hear ye.
It's not working.
Okay, my turn. I got this.
Why do you insist on crushing my mellow? Huh? Loosen up, have fun, smile a little.
Hearing.
Ready to fire on your command.
Fire in
Oh,
5.
huh.
I gave you a warning.
Crown Prince of Asgard, only son of Odin, what are you doing?
Oh,
Mother!
yeah. Mother. Mother.
What are you doing here? Jane sold me up?
She said you were on Midgard.
Well, she is mistaken. I'm obviously in my room studying.
Ugh, there's a giant polar bear behind you in your room, huh?
Study group came down here for a cultural exchange.
Cultural exchange.
They're exchange students,
you know
yeah.
us,
Exchange
we're
students.
warriors for knowledge.
Really? I expect to see your full syllabus when I arrive.
Now or never.
Oh boy.
My suggestion: start in the corners, clean your way outward.
Corners. It's a sphere.
Duty? Clean? Ugh, you sound like Odin.
What?
Iceman, let's bounce.
Yeah, he's a very different Loki. He's no longer devoted to you the same way that he once was.
All right, listen.
Very
party's
different
over.
Loki.
You
This
don't
is
have
your
to
responsibility.
Go home, but you can't stay. You? How about you?
I think I hear my dad calling. Good luck.
Oh boy. Thanos is calling. Ugh.
My mother is coming. And she's
Trigger.
not happy. Like.
Oh
at
god.
all.
I love that's the resolution. The mother, the all-mother is coming and now everyone's terrified. That is an accurate depiction. Yeah. Restore power, fix the arm, fix the damn arm, just weld it back on. Yeah. Fix the canyons, fix the Ferris wheels. Yeah, the the tower's always leading, that's what makes it the loop. Never mind, oh god.
Everyone say hello to mother. And to end our studies, what do we always say, class?
Oh boy. Oh, he really pulled this together.
Told you I was on an educational and cultural exchange. Mother, you doubt? But look at all this learning, huh?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And I loaded a few documentaries, PBS specials, NPR
Yeah.
podcasts. I'll call you next week to discuss it.
Oh, even Carol's helping him out, yeah.
Contains so much.
I'm Captain Marvel.
I know who you are. Thank
Yeah.
you. For
Oh,
helping
yeah. She believes
educate
Carol. She believes
my
Carol.
son.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Mother, I can explain.
Oh boy. So close. So close.
But I thought we had something. I really like you, Jane, and not just because you're a genius. You're also very attractive.
Oh, not
and-
just because she's a
Ask me
genius.
out on a
Yeah.
date.
Oh, before you answer, let me say that I know a whole planet full of unicorns. Even the waiters are unicorns. It's
Sounds
wonderful.
A
delightful.
planet of
Picnic
unicorns.
date?
Sign me up for that. Planet of unicorns. That sounds fucking awesome.
Wait, what? Huh?
Huh? Whoa.
Oh, dear.
Whoa, Ultron! Those are Ultron bots! That's Ultron! That's Vision! What? Ultron bot... What? That was Vision inside an Ultron, or I don't know, like an Ultron outside. That was something. That was an Ultron bot with Vision inside and the Mind Stone. I think the other stone's on the outside too. Oh god. Okay. So yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very fun. I think this definitely felt like a peculiar and like an unexpected take on Thor's life, and especially like I mean, one thing was actually taking Loki out of Thor's life was one thing. Like, okay, then you do really start to wonder what could be affected, how could he change? Maybe I mean, for one thing, he's never pranked. For one thing, if you do that, then he's never pranked in his life at all. No one ever tries to do any jokes on him. So that's not a thing. But then, besides from that, then you start to wonder, like, but then they show how he grows up, and he grows up to like not there, because then, I think it doesn't necessarily change how people see him. I don't think, because I think with or without Loki, he would still be seen as Thor, like the Crown Prince of Asgard, the next one in line, like the heir to the throne and all that kind of stuff. So he'd still be seen in that way. But then I think without Loki, I think even the Watcher's narration beforehand being like, oh, Loki is kind of what keeps him in line, or Loki is what is who keeps him in check and keeps him kind of humble and stuff like because like everyone else kind of treats him with respect and bestows all these responsibilities and all this kind of grace unto him. But then with Loki, Loki doesn't give a shit. Loki just sees him as Thor, his kind of Prince Charming, his kind of brother, and he sees him as a guinea pig for all of his pranks and everything. So he's like, I really couldn't give a shit if you were the crown prince of Asgard or Jotunheim or whatever, but he sees Thor as just like a target practice for all of his pranks and everything. So I think his pranks, and I think Thor seeing Loki see him as nothing more than like a brother to mess around with and like a brother to actually play around with in that sense, kind of keeps him maybe humble and keeps him more grounded and keeps him more kind of ironically enough human as well. Like actually keeping him more grounded and keeping him more relatable and everything. But then with this one, I think taking him out, I think he just kind of really digs in, like he leans in to Asgardian kind of party traditions and Asgardian kind of like, especially growing up in that kind of adolescence and growing into that kind of adolescence too, and actually growing up with like the Warriors 3 and because immediately after completing a battle with the Warriors 3, he'd definitely be like, he'd definitely go around having drinks on Asgard and on the other realms, and he's still definitely lean into celebrating stuff a bit more. But then leading into that more would mean that he grows up to be this kind of all new Crown Prince of Asgard. He grows up to be this kind of party prince that people love and people all across the universe love. So that's very fun. But then I think what got me even more was that we actually still managed to get Loki in the end. Loki still grows up on his own on his own ground with his own people. Like I think so the difference was that I think Odin still picked him up. He still picked him up in the way that we remember him picking him up and him looking lovingly down at like a baby Loki and everything. But then instead of taking him in, he just gives him back to his people. So which I think then is, I think the way I remembered it until now is that he killed Laufey in battle and then took Loki home as a prize or something. But I think the key then was actually that Loki, because then I think I'm not too sure if Laufey actually knew of Loki, because I think Loki himself was actually hidden away in like a temple. So he actually after the battle, Odin actually then scoured the grounds and actually found like to make sure nothing else was wrong, and then he actually found a baby kind of hidden away and everything, and then he actually took him into I think Laufey then was probably kind of unaware of him until Odin handed him back in. Then so instead of actually taking him home, he actually then handed Loki back in, so like, I think you've lost a Jotunheim baby or something. So then he hands him back in. So then Loki grows up with his own people. He grows up kind of learning to be a prostitute. He still maintained like Loki is just a horny guy. He's just a horny guy. He's a horns guy. He's still, whether it's on Asgard or on Jotunheim, he still has a thing for horns, and he still kind of crafts his own kind of ice crown with the horns and everything, and he still kind of looks like himself too. He still has hair, like even Frostgiant Loki has, greased black kind of hair and everything, so that's still maintained. He still, as per usual, he's still voiced by Tom Hiddleston, so there's that. But yeah, so he grows up to be. He grows up to be a frost giant, though. He's still, to be the emphasis on the actual giant part. He still grows up to be a frost giant, and grows up with his other frost giant buddies and everything. So having Loki back as a frost giant was cool. But I think what we miss out on then is the fact that then, even amidst the chaos of growing up with Thor, Loki and Thor still managed to actually still have some really kind of heartfelt and heartwarming kind of brotherly moments and stuff, whether it was in their adolescence or whether it was even when they're actually grown up and grown adults and everything. They still managed to have some sense of actual kind of kinship and brother and everything. So that kind of stuff we kind of miss out on, and especially Loki and Frigga. That was the kind of parental relationship we just like couldn't help but cherish. I think given everything that happened in the movies, that was the parental kind of relationship that we just couldn't help but cherish, and especially given like how he lost her too, and how in the end she was one of the closest things to all he had. he never really kind of, I think he never probably felt like he had him and Thor just had like a really like rocky kind of relationship here and there, but then him and Frigga were through and through to the end. So I think losing out on that seems kind of wrong and feels kind of bad. But at the same time, I think they still managed to maintain. I think even then, like they still managed to maintain some sense of actual brotherhood in this too. Loki continuously calling Thor like his brother from another mother, and actually emphasizing that over and over again. So him actually saying like, you're not really my brother, but you're still, brother from another realm and brother from another mother and everything. So I mean, hearing Tom Hiddleston having to say that was just something else. But it's good to see. That they still managed to maintain that kind of actual kind of kinship and that kind of actual kind of friendship as a whole. So that was still really cool. And then we still had not Selvig, but we had Jane and Darcy. We had Jane and Darcy, and they were already in contact with Shield too. I think with Thor having run it very differently, he was party kind of and everything, and then he was going around to other stars and other planets and other meteors apparently, and the Alpha star kind of meteor planet kind of place. He had a party there, but then he had a party so hard that he ended up destroying the star and everything. So that was quite the kind of warning for Jane and her readings and her kind of thinking that like a star just kind of up and died and was a result of like an alien invasion and everything. So she was in constant contact with Shield and actually warning them of an imminent alien invasion and everything. So there was that. So I think so Jane, Natalie Portman and Kat Dennings both came back to voice Jane and Darcy. That was cool. And I think seeing Jane and Thor, seeing Jane and Thor still had that kind of mutual kind of bond of her finding him to be this kind of really dashing kind of space angel being, and Thor still being ever kind of in awe and in kind of admiration of her genius and her intellect and everything was just still super awesome to see and stuff like that. And I think even at the end, like him subverting that kind of thing too, like him being like, oh, I would like to take you on a date, not just because you're a genius, but because you're also very attractive and very gorgeous too. Not just because of what's inside, but also on the outside too. That was a really kind of fun kind of subversion of the usual kind of thing. But and I think knowing Thor too, he'd be like, he'd kind of be one to go along that line. Anyway, so that was really fun. But seeing Thor and seeing Jane and Darcy just kind of meeting all of these intergalactic beings and being thrust into this one, and meeting all these people too, and actually being surprised, because they were expecting really like a hostile alien kind of invasion force or something, but then they met with this kind of intergalactic Prince Charming who just likes to get drunk and have a laugh and have a celebration and everything. So they met them. They met various Guardians members. They met Nebula. They met the Grandmaster. The Grandmaster came down. He was a DJ and he was doing stuff. And him and Topaz stole earthly scooters and everything. And then that happened. The Frost Giants came. Just all manner of aliens that we don't know of, both in and out of Thor's interaction circles and in and out of Thor's life. We met all of them. So then they came down, had a great party. I think my favorite might just have to be Surtur trying to hit on the Statue of Liberty. Surtur trying to chat up the Statue of Liberty might be one of my favorite, just ironically one of my favorite things about this episode as well, because I don't even know. I just didn't see it coming out of anywhere, because then he had his crown too. He had his crown, and he was just kind of in awe of the Statue of Liberty's crown. He was trying to hit on her, and then he ended up actually melting her arm off and everything. So, and then by the end of it, when cleanup time came, he actually tried to weld it back on and everything, and just that one caught me off guard. So that one happened, and then Darcy and Howard the freaking Duck got married. They went on what was supposed to be not a date, and then next thing you know, I mean, they're in Las Vegas, so it's going to happen. They're in Las Vegas, so then an Elvis impersonator does indeed marry them, and they get hitched. So that happened. And then, yeah, easily one of my favourite bits was Captain Marvel versus Thor, Captain Marvel. So I think the next morning, S.H.I.E.L.D. does come knocking on Jane's hotel room door in the form of Crossbones and Maria Hill and Coulson too, Clark Gregg because Coulson, so seeing those cool. So yeah, so they came in, and then I mean, to them, I mean, you know, like Darcy's been calling them on and off about like an imminent alien invasion, and all these sending them all this data and all these readings and everything. So they finally come to and actually collected their resources and actually come ready to actually try and fight an alien invasion. And then it comes to them in the form of Thor, the party god of thunder, and stuff. So they're kind of less prepared to deal with something like that. But then they do still come up with something. They do still come up with something that, like their last resort is calling in a cosmic nuke in the form of Captain Marvel, in the form of Carol Danvers. I think Bree did not come back for this. I think I'm wondering maybe if that was actually because maybe there's like development or scheduling conflicts for Captain Marvel 2 for the Marvels, maybe, because I think that's supposed to, because I think Ms. Marvel is due to be around, I think, either late this year or early next year. So I think that's done filming. So I think now they should kind of be close to getting ready for filming for the Marvels too. So I think maybe because of scheduling conflicts with that, maybe they actually just kind of opted to actually keep her for the live action thing and then actually bring in like a voice actress for Carol Danvers. I think the voice actress did a great job. The voice actress still did a great job. So I think she really literally knocked out of the park with this episode. So hats off to her. Carol was brought in as a last resort to try and deal with this kind of Asgardian kind of threat and everything. So she initially didn't really use much power. Like initially thought it would be nothing more than like a super powered fist fight and everything. So then at that point she was kind of getting knocked out and everything with those punches and the hammer and everything. So then she decided to actually lean into her power a bit more. And then once she leans into her power, then she actually still starts. I mean, I think even without power, she could still stand her ground, but then she was still kind of getting knocked down and then getting up again. But then once she actually starts leaning into her power, that's then when she actually starts to get the upper hand against Thor and everything, and that's when she actually starts to, you know, stand more of like a visible chance. So then that's when her powers start coming into play, and then just seeing her just going to town on Thor's ass with her powers is just one of the best things this episode gave us and everything. So this that kind of display of her using her powered punches, using her rays, and actually blocking and fighting and punching, and even being supercharged by the lightning too. Even him actually unleashing like a lightning strike on her. Even at first it being like a mini lightning throw, and then him actually unleashing the force of the Mjolnir against her, and her just still taking it in as it comes along and everything. Is just really, really cool to see, and it's just her just absorbing the lightning and then actually using her cosmic rays to blast and punch and block and everything. Like that whole fight scene, that whole fight sequence was just really, really cool to see. So that was so fun, so much fun. But then in the end, I think the one thing, Carol stood her ground, but I mean, I think I love that with Carol, it's not that. With Carol, it's like it wasn't even the fact that she couldn't destroy him. Like she very clearly established like she could destroy him if she wanted to. She could actually take him down and out for the count if she wanted to, but she couldn't do it without risking the surrounding environment. If she figured out she needed to be able to tap into her full power to try and even to actually have a chance to take him out. But then if she did that, then there's no telling how what kind of damage or even how much damage it could do to the rest of the planet too. Like you could leave like a massive crater in the planet, and it could actually wipe out millions of people. So she couldn't really do that without actually risking casualties and unnecessary kind of collateral damage. So then because of that, then they had to actually call down a force even stronger yet less deadly than Captain Marvel, and that was the one and only Frigga, the All-Mother of Asgard and everything. So you know what, it fully makes sense that the only one capable of taking down Thor in this regard would be his mother, the mother of any child, be it a daughter or son or anything else, like the mother of any child out there. The mother is always the one that people fear. Like even as soon as Thor used his actual thunder boom voice to announce that his. I mean, and I think that is also just like him going almighty, like him going all like him using the All Father's all strength and using using thunder, some kind of megaphone, and then using it to be like, oh, my mother is coming, like him using that to announce his mother is coming, and then like getting all the other alien creatures riled up to like, oh, Frigga's coming. Okay, well, we do not want to be within 10,000 miles of here when Frigga arrives and starts to chastise your ass for ever leaving Asgard and doing what you're not supposed to be doing. So we're just gonna steal some scooters and fix everything up and fix the Iron Eye. And he even thought actually pushed back the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Like, no, that is meant to be leaning. That's fine. But yeah, I think he actually then put back Stonehenge too. I think the Stonehenge fight thing as well. Like him being like, oh, just don't mind me, just gonna boot one of your rocks down, and then all of them come crashing down in dominoes and everything. So yeah. And British news outlets will start to hate the crap out of Thor and Captain Marvel. I mean, well, not Captain Marvel, because then she actually, she had no idea what Stonehenge was meant to be. And to be fair, I think not a lot of people do. I definitely don't. But she had no idea what Stonehenge was meant to be. She just knew it was a precious landmark. So she was like, okay, for that reason, it has to stay up. It has to be stable and safe and undamaged and everything. But then Thor was like, oh, this looks like a bunch of silly little Earth rocks to me, so I'm just gonna boot them down like dominoes. So he then paid the price for actually having to put them back up again, so that was cool. But then immediately, for literally from the moment she actually leaves her solstice to then go back to Heimdall and then be sent back to Earth again, in that entire kind of circle of time, Thor and everyone else are actually just kind of hurrying and rushing to actually clean up the mess they made on Earth, and then actually hurry up and actually stage the perfect kind of educational kind of curriculum kind of thing. So proof that I think, again, Frigga again can just join the pantheon of mothers who are easily just terrifying to children who don't follow the rules, and children who break the rules and who then rush the last 5 minutes to clean everything up and do all their chores and do what they're actually told to do. So yeah, that was a really really fun depiction of Frigga. So yeah. So that was fun, and then by the end of it, it was all resolved, and he kind of got it back and everything, so he got it back to normal, and then he asked Jane out on a date, and then she said yes, and then that was a cool resolution. So a fun, kind of very chaotic and, upbeat and energetic kind of episode, simmered down to a nice kind of more calming kind of ending with a flower and party wrapped Mjolnir and everything. So yeah, in the end, I think, Frigga didn't even want to actually to hit him or shout at him or yell at him. She didn't want to do anything. She was like, oh, for God's sake, again. You know what? I'm not even sure why I'm surprised at this point. So she's just tired. She's just tired of having to deal with Thor and his constant need to party and to throw, celebrations and everything. So that's just Frigga. I think even with, it was bad enough with Thor and Loki growing up, but then now just with Thor, he still easily has the energy and the kind of personality of 10 different people. So yeah, it's just as hard. So yeah, so that then by the end of it, yeah, I think that goddamn ending. So some kind of portal or some kind of little kind of some kind of tear in reality opened up, and then Ultron bots started walking through. So that was a whole thing. But then behind them we had the what was undoubtedly the Ultron Prime bot. I think it had different multicolored kind of little kind of lights here and there, which I'm assuming was the actual Infinity Stones. So then Ultron with the Infinity Stones, I thought, oh, that seems bad enough. But then the actual mask opened up and revealed the red of Vision's face. I think that must be Vision inside of Ultron. Maybe if that was because Vision was always intended to be Ultron's kind of final form. Vision was always intended and designed to be Ultron's final, most powerful form, built completely from vibranium. So I think maybe if that's the next what if, maybe that's what if Vision actually stayed with Ultron, or if Ultron managed to keep Vision on him and he actually managed to move into Vision's body. So then what if Ultron? So then not only that, but then what if he actually managed to gather the other stones as well? So maybe what if Vision just kind of becomes the new Ultron, or maybe if Ultron kind of wins, or if I don't know, just maybe what if Ultron actually becomes the ultimate villain in all of the MCU? So I don't know. I am very intrigued to see how that what if plays out. But yeah, that will be a story for another day. Or I think that is actually this week's one. That is actually this week's what if. I think. Because I mean, I can't, I definitely can't imagine that they would actually make an ending like that and not play into it even more. Like that seems like an ending. Like, okay, that ending seems open-ended, but then that is also an open ending you can't really leave open. It's an ending you can't really leave unexplored. So I'm really kind of curious to see how that one plays out. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that is it. That is pretty much all I've got from this one. So that was a very fun one. So looking forward to seeing what the next What If holds for us. But yeah, that was it. So that was Marvel's What If Season 1, Episode 7. So thank you guys, as always, for being here and for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then salt and burn that like button. Comment on what you thought of the episode and what you think is coming up next time on Marvel's What If. Once again, the full-length reaction will be available on Patreon, so you can go check it over there. And yeah, that is it. So I will see you guys next time.